How is everybody doing today? My name is Mr. Hot Take, and today we are talking about a little movie called The Woman in the Yard. Now, in my honest opinion, I really enjoyed this movie. Up until the final act. There's a moment in the movie where there's a few different paths that the movie can take. The path chosen to end the movie was the worst path, in my opinion. This movie is packed with amazing talent, amazing actors, a director that knows how to make things eerie, and unfortunately able to tell a story that ends in like the worst way possible, in my opinion. And I'm gonna have to get into spoilers a little bit for this one, so if you don't want any spoilers for this movie, just know that I believe this is a well worth the watch up until the very end of the movie. It ends on a terrible note. I don't usually judge a movie by its ending, but because of the way this movie ends, it's getting judged for its ending. It went from being a fantastic movie to being a damn it movie. God damn it movie. There you go. If you don't want to know the spoilers, that's all you need to know. So, getting into the spoilers. It's an allegory for grief to the point at which a person would want to take their own life, and dealing with suicidal thoughts. But the way that it's set up with the woman in the yard, this mysterious woman sitting in the yard and causing this, able to impose her will upon the house through her shadow, that setup and the slow realization that this is the woman in the yard is the main character's grief, basically, and the grief taking hold of her life. And then you have this tumultuous buildup, and then at the end she sends her children away. Get away from me. Go. That way no harm will come to you, because she understands that what she's going to do is off herself. And then when the time comes to do it, this is a very pivotal moment, right? So in this pivotal moment, there are multiple choices that can be made. The worst of which is just her going, never mind. Everything's fine. Hey kids, come on back in the house. We're good. The dog that we all thought was dead is still alive. Everybody just come on in the house. Everything's fine. Then it also shows one of her paintings with the R in her name reversed, which was a big deal in the movie. I'm not going to get into that. So is this, she actually did do it? Stuff like that. In my opinion, that's such a cop-out. Like, either she did or she didn't do it. And if she didn't do it, and we're just going to pretend like everything's fine in the end and just be like, oh, yeah, cool, everything's good. Yeah, there's no consequences for the actions of this character. In my opinion, the only way that this movie could have been ended on, if you wanted to leave everything as is except for change just the ending, my only two options would be her just going through with it and the showing the aftermath that suicide can cause on a family, which would have been a much better ending, in my opinion, and like going into like just how terrible that can affect the children in this, especially since they had already lost their father. Or secondly, it actually have been a woman with supernatural abilities messing with them, and they defeat her, and it actually wasn't an allegory for suicide. It was just a superpowered individual or supernatural individual. That would be the only two options that I see there. Or if she doesn't do it, having some kind of ending that kind of have like a multiple part ending where it's like, okay, my child, like maybe her children got taken and she had to get help, and now she's back out of the hospital and everything, you know, she's doing better and goes and gets her kids back. And we, like, you know, movies have multiple endings tied on the back end of these sometimes. Like, that would have been way more impactful, way more emotional. So the way that it ends is literally this just this huge cop out, like, bullshit ending that I just cannot abide. The rest of the movie was fantastic. Some of the eerie scare scenes were fantastic. Her ability to use the shadows to, like, grab a hold of things, I thought was really cool. I want actual movies with actual, like, super villains with powers that do stuff more often, not just ghosts and shit in our head that isn't actually there doing shit. I don't know, but give me actual super powered individuals, like mutants. Yes, that are villains. That'd be awesome. But yeah, that's my thoughts on The Woman in the Yard. Almost a fantastic movie. Just missed the mark at the end. Way better ways you could have ended that film, and actually shown, like, how devastating, like, the thoughts of suicide can be to a family, or how devastating, like, actual grief is. But it's just such a bullshit cop out ending. It's so bad. It's so bad. Anyway, that's my thoughts on The Woman in the Yard. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Yeah. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you next time.